Alright, I'm a little bit late to the party to the survey that they have put out, if anyone is not aware. Of course, I did a video talking about certain issues with the game that I need to be improved on, and within the developer notes, they did say that they were going to make sure that they give us a survey to fill out to obviously get more information on what needs to be improved and whatnot. And lo and behold, it came out, so that's pretty nice of them. Ends in 3 days. Already got 4.5k people already participating. I encourage everyone to participate to give your thoughts on the game modes, because that's kind of like the specific thing on what they're wanting to know or what needs to be improved. Now again, I was aware of this. The second they posted it, I saw it, and I was gonna do a video, and then I got asked to play Fortnite, and so I was playing Fortnite. Okay, anyway, content that needs to be improved is, I'm just gonna say that, and I'm cool with Power of Destructions, Battlefield of Chaos. Does that need to be improved? I mean, I would much. You know what? Yeah. Reason why I'm going with the gear missions is that I need something to be implemented to where we can actually guarantee ourselves an artifact that we're looking for, rather it just being complete RNG all the time, because it's getting to the point where it's actually really annoying now, as I spoke about in yesterday's video. And then Battlefield of Chaos, which is the gems mission. I need the rates to go up, more runs, so that way we can, get some good gems going on. So I'm just gonna go for those three. Those are gonna be my opinions. Tell us if there are any elements that need to be improved regarding in-game growth. Weapons, artifacts, armor with shadows. Those are the ones that I'm going to be saying that, in my opinion, we could do some helping hand on those ones. Okay, and then it goes into, are there any aspects through each of the game modes? Okay, so, and it's optional too, right? So story is fine. I'm going to leave that empty. Gates, again, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Okay, so pretty much the instance and the encore missions are going to be the same. So pretty much what I'm wanting, right, is from these missions, what I'm wanting is that once we do, let's say, 9 runs, right, so needing 9 keys basically, by doing 9 runs, I feel like they should do a thing where on the 10th run you are guaranteed an artifact on what you're hunting for, and it being the highest rarity. So for example, let's say I do 9 runs of the tier 10s, and I'm just not having any luck on getting what I want. On the 10th run, I do my run, still don't get what I want, and then I get the option to pick a specific legendary artifact of my choosing. Now that's the minimum. If they want to go that extra mile, make it so that we can pick and choose the specific legendary gear with the main stat of our choosing. Substats is going to be completely RNG, but we're still kind of getting the main gear that we need with the main stats, so that's kind of taking away 50% of the work. And then after that, the substats, that's going to be complete RNG play, and then that will furthermore go into line with obviously the other thing that I'm asking for, which is substats re-rolling, right? But that's one of the big things that I need to happen with the artifacts, just to give us that little bit of a helping hand. So that's pretty much the content improvement that I'm wanting for both of those missions, of course, because I mean they're both gear runs, so there's that. And then Battlefield of Trials, I'm just gonna say make it easier, especially because I'm still stuck on floor 40, boys. It is tough. Like they got so much health, so just kind of make it a little bit easier. Battlefield of Time, I'm happy with. I mean, well, to be honest, Battlefield of Time. Let's have a look. I think with Battlefield of Time, what I would like is, I feel like with these materials, bump them up a little bit for everyone, because even if those that are in the lower rankings, even though 5 is nice, I feel like make it 10. Just give everyone that little bit of a helping hand. I think that would go a long way, just to give out 10. So that way you're walking away with a guaranteed 40, right? A guaranteed 40 all the time for Battlefield of Time. I think that will go a long way on just giving everyone that helping hand, even if those that can't even get a good time for the Battlefield of Time each season, right? So that'll be, that I think will be nice. I think that's one thing which I would just kind of mark down. Again, it's furthermore affecting us in the Shadow of the Army side of things from one game mode supporting the other. But I think Power of Destruction, I think from what I've seen, some people still want it to be kind of a little bit more easier. I know some people find it tough, so I'll probably throw that in there just to kind of help out everyone else, you know. I mean, I don't personally, I kind of prefer it the way it is, but I mean, yeah, if they make it more a little easier, I ain't complaining. Yeah, so I'll probably just mention that and see what they say. But for the most part, I'm pretty comfortable with Power of Destruction. Are there any aspects of Sung Jin Woo's growth that you need improvements? Any aspects of Sung Jin Woo? Yeah, take away the gold cost for resetting his points. But it's asking for growth. I don't think there's any issues with the growth side of things for this man. Not that I'm personally experiencing, but we'll leave that. Same with the hunters, I'm not really having a problem. I know that the cost of leveling up hunters actually with the gold that is required is a bit ridiculous actually, so we'll probably have to lower the gold economy on leveling up hunters because it is way too much. Like for me to get a hunter to level 80, it's costing me like 800k, and for a lot of people that is way too much, so we'll have to throw that in there. Are there any aspects of weapons that you need improvement? Yeah, leveling them up. The materials, like, they're so hard to come by. Can we do something about that? I know with salvaging weapons you're giving us the tier 1 versions, but you know, can we maybe have something where if we salvage weapons or whatever, there's a higher chance of getting like the tier 2 version, the tier 3 leveling up weapons? Like, come on now. It really is just the leveling up materials for the weapons that is causing it to be a pain. Are there any artifacts that you are there any aspects of artifacts that you need sub-stats re-roll? Sub-stats re-roll, please. Are there any aspects of Army of the Shadow that you need improvements? So with the Army of the Shadow, I think all I'm going to mention is having more accessibility to these kind of materials. I know that you can get them from the Back for Time shop, but that's kind of limited, and so realistically majority of it is coming from the Gates mission, and you barely get any of those. So I think I'll probably just kind of say making it so that the growth or the upgrading growth for Shadows resources are more accessible. And I'll also probably, again, I'll mention the traitors too, because again, you know, for a lot of people these do go a long way, and they are heavily needed, especially with, you know, Shadows being a huge factor within the game, and we are going to be getting new Shadows coming along, and so, you know, just going to help everyone out on getting more of these materials at the ready. Are there any new content and events you wish to be added to the game? I know for a fact a lot of people are going to say online, online, online. I'm 100% going to be saying co-op. I want co-op. I don't care about PvP. I don't care about any type of competitive online play. If I can get into a raid with some of the homies or just with anyone in general, just having a little co-op grind, it going in a raid, that's all I want. That's kind of like the dream right now. So I'm going to mention that. And they've also speaking about events, so I'm going to say more engaging events. We need that, more engaging events, because the current events that we have right now are plain and boring, to be honest. I'll take the resources, but they're boring as hell. So let's get something that's kind of actually engaging. Share with us your thoughts on the upcoming scheduled content for the future, such as guild, summer events, and new story Baron. My thoughts? I'm excited. I'm hyped. You know, I'm enjoying the game. I'm loving with how the communication that the developers are putting out in terms of keeping us informed about the upcoming content, and the way they've kind of, and well, the fact that they've actually mentioned guild, that tells me that either next update or this update or next update, guilds are going to get added, I assume. I love it how they just snuck it in there when they haven't mentioned it beforehand, so that's good to know. But no, I'm excited overall. Lastly, are there any opinions you wish to deliver to the Solo Leveling Rise development team? Are there any opinions? Oh, I don't know. I think this is where we kind of go our separate ways, boys, and kind of just, speak our minds, let them know how we feel. I mean, overall, I'm happy with where the game is at. Yeah. I'm gonna have to. I need time to think about this one. Alright, well, I've just submitted my survey. Thank you for participating. There we go. Does it not show the results? Oh, I thought it was gonna show the beginning results for what people are picking in terms of the. Does it not show it? Please enter none or any words if you have no opinions. Oh, okay, well, I mean, well. Alrighty, you guys. Well, there we go. Get your voices heard. Get your opinions in. Let's get some game mode being looked into and redone. More importantly, god damn it, give me that artifact reroll. I'm literally going to be begging for that until it happens. It's going to happen. I know that for a fact, surely, at some point. But the sooner the better. The sooner the better. Anyway, you guys, I'll leave it there. Make sure to go onto the forum page to put your opinions in. Look, most of the time I get it. Some people just look at it and be like, oh, I can't be asked. Blah, nothing's going to happen. When in reality, with Solo Leveling Garage, the developers are actually listening. And with what we're asking, they're actually implementing. So, our voices are being heard. So let's give them continuous things to improve and to fix, etc. Because it's going to happen. So, let's keep it going.